This is a review of the Vortex VMX-3T magnifier with a flip mount. Like most people, when they want to buy a scope to fit on their red dot optics, I struggled with all the brand names and the prices and looked at all of them. I went to the gun shops and looked at them, and I wound up ordering this on Amazon because frankly the price was excellent. I compared the EOTech and the Aimpoint scopes to this Vortex unit, and frankly when I was in the gun shops I couldn't tell any difference. The Vortex is excellent quality for 1/3 or 1/4 of the price. One aggravating factor for me is this very nice designed optic with a very nice mount that it comes with, perfectly designed, except it doesn't come with lens caps, which I think is ridiculous. So I went out and bought some Butler Creek lens caps. I put one on the back side here with a flip up, and you can see it's a nice addition. This is the Butler Creek size 01, which is for 34.1 millimeter scopes. The mount that comes with the scope, very, very nice. I used the shim plate that comes with it, and I mounted it in here, and it raised it to the perfect height to align with my scope, and I've got really good alignment. I have to tell you that it was easy to put on there. People talk about this mounting system here wobbling. I don't see that at all. Mine's rock solid. If you notice one thing that's probably a bit odd, I mounted this backwards. I did it on purpose because when it flips up in the normal mode, it flips to the left right into the vision of my left eye. That's very awkward for close-up combat, and as a result I changed it so I could actuate it and flip it to the right. Normally this button would be on the left side facing to the back. Now it's on the right. As a result, when I want to flip this up, I reach forward, press the button towards me, and flip the scope. Simple and easy. Everybody complains how difficult that is. I don't get it. It took me like 3 seconds to learn how to do that. And you can see this thing is rock solid. It's not going anyplace. Here you see the nut that is used to tighten this onto your Picatinny rail on top of your gun. It's got a hex shape on it, and it's also got a slot. Don't use the screwdriver on it. You're just going to scar up the anodize. Go outside and get you a socket or a good wrench. Get it set up where you want it. Make sure that it's located properly, and then tighten this down pretty tightly to make sure it doesn't move. I also recommend that after you do some shooting, a couple hundred rounds, that you retighten it, because you'd be amazed at how stuff loosens up. You will notice that there's two knobs here on the scope itself. This is for elevation and this is for windage. You can adjust this, and what you're doing is you're centering the red dot from your scope, your red dot scope, to be centered in this multiplier. It has nothing to do with accuracy, but what it does is it just gives you the best vision range, completely encircling the target. Very easy to do, screwdriver adjustment. With this setup here, I was able to have about a 3 to 3.1 inch eye relief, so my face was this far back and I was getting perfect shots. I only was at a 30-yard range. That's where I sighted in at, and then I went to a 25-yard range, and I was hitting dead center bullseye every shot. It was amazing. It's shooting like you were 20 years old again. Under this cap, you'll find a knurled surface on the back. You can rotate this back of the lens, and this adjusts the focus for your vision. So if you wear glasses or whatever, you can tweak this in and really fine-tune the optics to suit your vision and get a very good picture downrange. After going to the range and shooting with this on here, all I gotta say is one word: wow, did it make a difference. I tell you, this was a perfect fit for the Aimpoint Pro scope. Lined up perfectly, mounted quickly, and within a few minutes I was on target and shooting excellent shots. The mount, as I mentioned, is excellent. It's secure and stable. I'm sure somebody's going to ask the question. It's not recommended that you try to co-register your mechanical metal sights with this. You can do that with the Aimpoint Pro, but with magnification it's virtually impossible. Also, you can see with this short rail, I have no room to put a flip-up sight on the back for a mechanical sight. Here you can see after I got this lined up, there's 5 shots from 25 yards, and I did the same thing at 30 yards. They basically went, some of them went almost through the same holes. Those were not take your time shots. Those were shooting 1 shot per second. So this combination setup is just excellent. I really recommend it. As I begin to sight this in, I started here, as you can see, and then I moved to here. Then I did some more adjustments to here, and finally I got to this, and that's when I shot the body target and got all the bullseyes dead center. It only took about 15 minutes to sight it in, making the adjustments. This is an excellent sight. I really recommend it. Like I said, I looked at the other sights, I handled them, I looked through them, and I saw no difference except for a tremendous difference in price. The quality is excellent. My only comment is, who in the heck would sell a scope and not put a flip cover on it? I just don't get it. I rate this product at 5 stars. This review is done by JJ CEO.